Okay, we're trading the euro dollar here. I got the 1 hour chart on the right and I've got the 4 hour chart on the left. So I would say this is like a Forex zoom. And I have a 1 period moving average here. And I have the black line on top is a 1 period moving average of the highs and a 1 period moving average of the lows. So you can just think of this as Bollinger Bands. You're waiting for a breakout strategy where you put in buy stops and sell stops. You're waiting for this thing to do something like this, and you don't have to back test this. Holy God, if you're back testing, we got a problem, right? It's like the comedian that was busted over here that he made a joke and he said that if you can stand up and tinkle on the fire, you're a guy, and if you can't, you're a girl. And he was banned from the next comedy act. If you find that you need to back test this, you've got a problem. Volatility breakouts don't need to be back tested. The only thing you got to do is pick how many pips you want to risk. And I put a 5 pips grid here. This is 5 pips on the babies. Here's 25 pips. This here is so 25 pips. That's quarter penny, right? So that's here is the 100, and here notice the stall out at the 100 here. Now this is the 1 hour. This is the 1 hour chart, so you literally got to sell at the market and sell at a stop. You're risking 7 pips. How do you know that? You don't have to back test that. Here you got buy stops trailing. You got a buy limit here at the last known low. You get picked up on the buy limit. You get picked up on the stops. Boom, you're in. Some of these have to be scalps. You're never going to make it like these Akel Stokesers. Never going to do it unless you trade the hell out of this stuff. Trade. They trade small. Trade a lot. Top becomes a bottom, a double bottom here. Your buy limits are sitting here, just sitting there to make 5, 10. You have to make the 5, 10, 15 pips. Can't be shooting for this big, oh, it's going to come down here. Yeah, you know, in the meantime, they're chopping you to death. You've got to be able to trade all this crap up here, too. You got to trade all that. You got to trade that. 80% is chop. Here is the floor becomes a ceiling, obviously. This is a highly traded pair. Here's the pause in the same 5 pip window, mind you. So if you're cheap, you got a 5 pip stop, you got a 10 pip stop, maybe. But you got to make at least 20. None of this break-even stuff. None of this. It's got to be double your money or better. Or you're just kidding yourself. Just you watch these Gartley things and you just ask yourself, are you kidding me? It's like asking somebody to, like, here, is there a Gartley pattern here? Who would wait for such nonsense to set up? Are you out of your mind? What are you, some kind of like you're gonna live forever? Who the hell are these people? Do these videos like, well, you see here the moving average. I just watched a guy here with the 100 and the 200. He's like, well, here was your entry right here, smack dab. Like, dude, who wasn't selling this crap up here? And even if you just kept hitting the sell stop key, this whole 4 hour thing up, boom, you made it all the way back. But where was the right spot to get in where tops become bottoms? You know, forget these moving averages, people. Step away from the technical analysis. If you're a musician, do you sit there? And I used to do this when I was a kid, break out the spec sheet. Let me see the specs. What's the frequency response? Listen, do you know how to play guitar or not? I don't care what the pickups are made out of, some special magnets from Mars. It doesn't matter. Can you play the guitar? Can you trade? Can you put on a trade and not crap your pants? I just saw another Kill Stokes saying he's oh, you know, he's in real estate. Yeah, because he can't make it trading because he's too uptight, he said, about the trade. Oh my God, if you're uptight about the trade, you're obviously in too big. Everybody knows this rule. So you're in too big. These trades are so darn easy. There's another guy out there. So darn easy trade guy. Doesn't tell you anything. Never shows you how to get in and out. Never shows you where to put your orders. Here's all my orders for the next 12 hours. Some of these only last a little bit. So here's the secret. Order placement. I want to buy the British pound on the 1 hour chart. Where do I want to buy it? I want to buy it at the round number. So I put in, say 8 hours. I'm going to give this 8 hours to come down. 15 pips stop here. Every order has to be at a different price. Here's 1 hour. Can this drop to here in 1 hour? That's the trick. This is a 2 hour order. We're going to drop down here in 2 hours without going down more than 10 pips, but going to go up 30. So my take profits need to be sitting up underneath here. You're just kidding yourself if you think that you're going to be able to get away with crap like, well, I'm going to buy here and it's going to go like, okay, it did go up here, but if you rode this back, you're just a fool. You just get out the round number, okay? There was a double bottom here, and you got to be able to trade this stuff too. I'm just saying if you're a full-time trader. This is the big kahuna price. Yeah, they come back there, and this is the auction trade. It's all auction, right? This is from here. This is Sunday night here. This is all of one day. When this thing came back here, they trapped these guys, and then they ripped their face off. They came into this thing the next day. So here's the triangle, the breakout. We're gonna clean house through this point here. This is gonna remain a very important price, just horizontally speaking. Here we're gonna put buy limits. Plus it's the round number. Stupid easy. I'm gonna have forget it's so darn easy. How about stupid easy? Look at this. Look at this double. Look at this thing. Loving this 100 handle. I got just 100 handles on here. British pound. 1 hour. Now you can zoom out, but why torture yourself? Be realistic. If you know this is a support area and it becomes resistance here, just get in here and ride it down. Don't worry about, well, oh, there's a big thing forming down here, and oh, I'm gonna. No, you just have your little buy stops trailing here, and maybe you are short for this little drip down. But if you don't think this thing's going to explode out of here, you don't need to backtest this. Like I said, if you can't see that this is a higher risk entry to put a buy stop here and a sell stop there, but you're waiting for stuff to get quiet, even here, if you scalp something out of that, you're up on that trade. Here, 2 hours of quiet, then boom. Here, if you have a sell underneath there, and you're selling this retest of here, but just buy and sell, buy and sell, buy and sell. Don't be a trading bigot, right? And what's really important is the I can't get to my tool here, but the retesting of these triangles over and over again. You see this crap, and then here the old let's just take it down and nick all the stops that are sitting right here. Let's nick that and jump it up. Never made it to this for the sellers to come in, and the sellers did come in here, but they failed. They failed. You got to know when they failed, but they failed back into here. But this is just like a roll, or just a road full of potholes here. Here, what's the trade? We're going to buy here. We have buy stops trailing on top. If we babysit this and come back and just keep putting in buy stops here, we'll get picked up in the breeze, okay? That's a trend trade. Here was the volatility breakout. No back testing needed, people. It's very low risk. Here is the top become a bottom. One last punch. Here's your 3 drive. Garbage. This is 3 drive down, but I wouldn't call it drive. I'd call it kind of a 3 drip. But just don't let those moving averages get the best of you. And especially the technical analysis thing the guy was talking about is like so ridiculous because it just has nothing to do. You just couldn't. You're missing out on so many trades. It's such a terrible filter that it's just literally taking all the music that the market's playing and just truncating it down to like absolutely an unusable bandwidth. It's stupid. Okay, so I think the yen's going, dollar against the yen's going up here. So I just have a, and this is all hand-placed orders here, I think. But look at this yen. Here's a perfect trend line. Right, if you're technical analysis, but what do you do with it? It's pointless to say you have a trend line and you don't do anything with it. It's pointless to say that, oh, well, we have a doji here. Yeah, what do you do with that? You're going to put buy stops on it if you think it's tanking, put sell stops. Like here, look at this spike up into this floor. Look at this thing come smashing back here. This was the ultimate. You just got a pile of buy limits there. And each have their own unique exit. Some are scalps. Now, the trick is to put in your orders like this. Ask yourself, this is a 20 pip stop. It's gonna make 40 pips and it lasts 8 hours. Can the market come down here in 8 hours and revisit the apex of this triangle for a bounce of X? And you'd have to see the delete these so you can see the exit. Here, 2 hours. I don't think we can make it down here in 1 hour. In 1 hour, can we make it down here to bounce up? It means that the profit's got to be way up here. That's ridiculous, okay? It's more likely you can make 8 pips in this market than you can make 20 pips. So you have a 5 pip stop here. You can see the exit. Let's see here. So I would delete that so you just see the exit. So what's going to happen there is, just on that one order alone, and this lasts for an hour, I don't think it's going to fill. Market's got to come down, and I just can't believe they charged me for this software. If you don't click this perfectly, like, I don't even know. I only clicked it twice there. Okay, if the market comes down here and smashes into this price and doesn't go any lower than that and comes ripping up, that is risking 5 pips to make 8 pips. That's a great trade. You can use that same order here, stack them up, boom. Same, but you have to still have the same order here. And you can run this 10 pip stop. See, it's 10 pips. You're going to get in here. You're going to get out there. So this is double your money. Of course, the spread's not involved in here. No slippage. But here, if you're selling a retest of this and you have your sell limits up here and you didn't get stopped out, but if you ran too tight, you did get stopped out, and your take profit needs to be better than break even. That break-even's crap's ridiculous. You also have the buy limit sitting down here to go the other way, so you're always in. You're always in something, or you're always about to get in something. Otherwise, forget about it. You just might as well just not even, just hand your money in, put your money in the bank. And to buy a course, you need a course for this? I thought I did. When I thought this was some magical thing in the Fibonacci, and it's complete garbage. I mean, I could just go like this. Be careful not to double click that. But look at are those valid prices? I don't close my eyes and draw lines on here. We're gonna hit something. I saw a guy once in a chat room. He was like, he had all these lines in there. Like, but what do you do with these lines? The fuck's the point? Fibonacci garbage. It's ridiculous. I could go on all day. I've watched video. There's not a video I've watched to date. Only a couple people say stuff like, okay, you're going to need a basket of orders down here. A basket. Not one. Not some stupid ass, what's a cipher? This one guy was this Empowered Trading. The one guy, the new guy there, so they just kind of gave up trying to, like, maybe they reached saturation point. All the losers signing up for $5,000 or $3,500. And some guy comes on there and says, well, you know, we have a special kind of cipher here. Yeah, super cipher. I thought, Jesus Christ, man. If you're waiting for that setup, well, volatility players are trading breakouts on this. They're just, you know, hey, we're up here, sell. Right? And they're zoomed out like this. Well, let's see. We're in a downtrend. We're kind of flat. Look at the respect for this round handle. What does that tell you? It tells you Fibonacci's complete, utter waste of time. It's just a waste of time. You should be placing orders. Oh my God, what do these people get carried? And I saw this girl, Jana FX, drawing channels. I'm like, honey, you could draw channels till your nipples fall off. It's not going to help you. You have to have a trade plan for this crap. Look at this auction. They came up here and grabbed that. Boosh. That's where you got to get in. Trading is very counterintuitive. This isn't, you're like, oh, how can it be? No, it is. It's going. And look, it just go spill down like that. Brutal. Jana FX. But then again, who am I? Just some guy on the internet bitching up a storm about all these losers. Only because I've been there, done that. I've seen it all. I've thought about it all. I've dreamt trades. I've dreamt this thing filling. In fact, this damn yen. Who didn't see this crap coming? On anybody trade the yen here last week? Look at this amazing triangle setup here. It doesn't get any better than this. So this is Friday because this is Sunday. This guy here is Sunday. Look at this puppy. Look at this. Was that going to break? Was this triangle about to resolve? It's just low volatility. I mean, on a larger time frame, I traded all this crap in here. But here was the entry. See, where they pulled it back here in this window. But I even dumped there. And then I started stacking stops. So I went to stop strategy mode where I just started stacking stops up here. And I was pretty much bullish all day long. Always bullish because I always know this trade's sitting around the corner. See, it doesn't matter whether you buy or sell either. It doesn't matter the trend. It just doesn't matter. If you bought at this 100-yard line and dumped, and you bought and you dumped, and you bought and you dumped, and it doesn't matter. If you bought and you dumped, you're selling, your profits are reversals. There's somebody else's entry, obviously, or enough people's entry that they pulls it the other way. And Sunday night, you could have got in here, so I got in here on that pullback. And then boosh. And then they trapped all the bulls up there, and then they ripped their face off all the way back to the round handle. So now I'm long because they went and took it down here, and I think we're going to go up here. And then they'll probably rip it back to this, and then we'll buy that. Or they're going to plunge it down. So I just put a bunch of dry powder down here. I put a big bunch of orders down here. But you just got to trade a lot. And people say, oh, you're over trading. No, if you're trading small, you're not over trading. Besides, if you don't get this Akil Stokes guy is still like his first day trading. He's nervous. I noticed that as soon as you find that the market's supporting you psychologically, it's on your side, and you're in sync with it, and you accept what it's doing, and you have the wherewithal to get in and out of these damn trades, it's completely making you money. Just you go to sleep. I can go to sleep tonight, wake up. If this thing plunges down and does this, which is designed, these are all buy limits down here, comes down here, retraces, even if it blows through some of these, it's not going to go down a straight line. It could just go in a straight line and blow out this whole order bank. But if it goes in some kind of choppiness, and if I'm awake, if I wake up in the middle of the night and we're down here and we're about to retrace back up into here, right, this is the obvious scenario, is it comes down here, but you start buying on the first stop hunt, or what do you call it, and this is 25 pips, each one of these. This is the 100, this is the 5. So if we come down here and we come back to here, I'm out. Trade's over, just made a pile of money. We could still retest again. I know, it's just like this. Everybody's like, oh, it's going to the moon. Guess what? Comes all the way back to this double top, and then another attempt at the moon, another double top. It's stupid. Easy. Come on. Now we're going to buy this if we retest this thing for a lot of scalps built into all these orders. Okay, looking for that yen to go popping up here. So I'm actually going to put buy stops in, kind of like buying at the market, but my maximum profit is about 80 pips on any one of these trades. Some of these are just 20 pips, but there's so many orders in there that it just adds up. It just does. Starbucks is serving, what, 100, 200, 300 people a day? I don't know. They're making $1 a cup, maybe. They're not even making... They're not making crap. They have to make $2 a cup of coffee. They have 100 customers a day. They made $200. They don't even pay for their utilities and their, I don't even know what, all those refrigerators, all that crap. So double or triple your money on these trades, because you're going to give some of it back in the spread and all that garbage. We're looking for this yen to go popping up here. I can't trade. Let's change the time frame here. Go to the 4-hour. So look at this 4-hour thing, and go to the daily. But you just wouldn't trade the daily like you trade the. It'd be ridiculous, right? So you look at the daily here. And those damn candles, I hate them. Those garbage. Doesn't even show you the structure. See, the reason why you don't want candles on your chart is because you can't see the coolest stuff in the world like this, where a top becomes a bottom on the daily. I mean, a setup like that doesn't get much better. Here, you're just paying attention to the highs. Gosh. Look how this becomes the pivot. Whew. Brutal. It rallies up into this. Man, it's just so much easier to see what's going on. So I think we're gonna pop up here, maybe pull back, but yeah, we're breaking this trend line. We already broke it. So if you weren't long here, and then everybody's going to sell here, and then we can pull back. But I'm willing to buy and sell this thing on the. If this is a 1-hour chart, holy crap! This is, wow, what a move. Okay, now we're going up. Getting ready to jump out of this thing at any moment. Get back to the smaller time frame. I go a 1-hour chart. That's what the big boys trade. Got a 1-hour chart here. We just got to take out the high of the day. So I think I'm already out of this trade. I'm going to put a scalp in there. But I'll sell it up here, so these last an hour. We're never going to make it up there in an hour, but if we did 6-hour orders, I'm going to put up higher, say. Okay. I'm going to scalp out. I'm going to reload. So I'm going to put buy limits like this. 4 hours. Maybe 8 hours here. 20 pips. 20 pips stop to make 40. Scalping this thing. So I just put in orders there, like 5 pips deep on this other one. So this is my test, my demo account. I'm testing buying super tight on this. This is like here. Here comes the pound flying back, but I'm going to put in a 15-minute order there. So we want to buy this as it comes down into these. Here's a half hour, and this is the 1 hour. So you just set it and forget it. That's like automated trading, and then here's all the. I just made a bunch of orders here. 24 button to fill up a 24 key system. And it just keeps buying deeper and deeper and longer. I think 8 hours is the longest order here. I just put all this crap in here, and you can see this. If this market comes down here in the next 8 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, whatever, Z is the deepest order. And this would be a great place to get in here for the exit. So the market plunges down in here and goes ripping back up. Now, as this is every hour this is coming down, you probably want to put a buy stop on there. But that's hard to do because that's like trading at the market. It's easier to place in limits there that you know you want to buy lower. If you think it's going up, and you wouldn't buy unless you thought it was going up, so you want to buy down here. And you know, this is always going to be the preferred entry, whereas the stop entry is kind of like a rip-off. It's a trend trade because you're saying, oh, when it starts going up, pick me up in the stream. The only problem with that is that when the stream looks like this, where it's the market's dropping, and here they catch you, right, and then they rape you. So it's better to have put in spread out a bunch of buy limits down here, because you know that they want to go after this price. And you're buying lower, and maybe you did have a couple buy stops here, but if you got filled on this and your stop was down here, you just got bent over and reamed. Here is the doji, the kind of flat part here, but you have to be willing to buy this whole vault in here. And I wouldn't put a buy stop here, but some people would. See, oh, I'm going to buy breakout here. Yeah, you made money, but holy God, you know, you risked all this where you want to be long going into this. So here's the auction. They kick it back, stop everybody out, just like they're going to try to do here. So you want to start buying here for all the way to here. Ideally, you're going to buy it more down here because you're going to ride it back to here for the cash out. So you got to think ahead to the next price pulse, what that's going to look like. So just I don't think this is the greatest trade in the world here, but I'm just going to do it for demonstration purposes. I'm going to put in a 15-minute buy. And on the British pound, this is probably kind of ridiculous because this thing can really just smash down. So it's better to put most of your orders starting below this wick, because it's a higher probability that they're going to take that down there. And you trade the bounce into this no man's land. But it's not no man's land. We've been there. And this just happened to land there. But if you just keep pressing that button, if this thing keeps dropping like this, you just keep pressing that button. So here's the exact same order, but it'll actually go in deeper just because of the market's moved a little bit already. And that's how that is. Let's grab some coffee here. Please hold. Okay, your call is very important to us. Please remain on the line. I just can't even believe. It's hard to believe the banks. Say what you will about the central bank. Bank of America is like, good Lord in heaven. I feel like I could work at that bank. I know I've seen so many employees screw up my stuff that I know all the tricks, and I know the whole fraud department upside down from all the fake fraud. Alright, so all this nonsense about moving averages and don't think I didn't go to technical analysis symposiums thinking that I was somehow going to get really good at this. And it came down to the fact that, do you have the balls to put in some of these orders here? Now, I'm probably going to get creamed on these first buy limits, but maybe not. And I've seen it where I can see it's going to tank. You just kind of see the behavior of these markets. I'm like, okay, it bounces, it take a little bit off, cash out. If I'm right in front of the screen, because if my take profit isn't the most genius take profit, I'm speaking for pre-programmed trades, and this take profits may not be ideal. I might be only able to get like 8 pips out of the bounce. So as this market plunges into this order bank, you got to have scalps built into this because you're not going to. It's like the idea that you're going to get some crazy, you're going to make 500 pips on this trade. It's just retarded Dreamville. There might be a 300, there's a 500 pip trade out there on the yen. There's 4 of those a year, right? Where it's just like 5 days straight up, boom. Okay. I think we've all made money and lost money on those trades. If you're not trading with stops, account's gone. But I trade all day long here, and then Wednesday. So this was Wednesday. A lot of crazy stuff today. British pound went berserk because it's Wednesday. I'll change the time frame here. So you go to the 4 hour, you can see it. So that's quite a bit of. But who's not buying down here? Right? You can't buy it now. And the thing is, when you change time frames, you see how these orders look. They make total sense now. You can see the structure. Right, top becomes the bottom. Top becomes bottom. You don't want to be buying a breakout here. You got to buy this trap. Look at this baby trap, and then to the moon. This could be the baby trap for one more up, or it's going to come down here. More likely, we're going to come. Maybe take all night to come down here. But if these orders are disappearing every 40 minutes, we can't do 40 minutes, but every hour, every half hour, every 15, every 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. You're not going to be involved in this thing unless it meets that criteria. So if you're looking for the market to drop 10 pips per hour, that's 240 pips per day. And you might see 240 pips a day on some of these pairs, but if you're only trading 8-hour scripts, then you're really, you're looking to make 10 pips per hour, but it may take. So here's a whole. Here's 300 pips. So here's about almost 200 pips here in one day. Okay, for the pullback here. Okay, God knows what's happening with the euro. Okay, so we're waiting to get filled here on the euro. May not get filled, so I'm going to put in some tighter 15-minute orders here, and then if they pull this down in the next hour, I'll put in buy stop, which is kind of Just really getting at the market, I guess. It's not the greatest entry in the world. I think they could pull this back, guy. This is 3 to 5 pips deep here. Okay, they're pulling back the dollar away from the yen. I think they're gonna pull this down. Then we're gonna make a run. Try to get to here. I think sellers obviously come in there. They already came at the 25-yard line, and the 25-yard line is a big deal. Here's the 25. Then we go to the 50, 75, 100-yard line. Amazing. There's the kickback before. Here's a 5-pip stop out. 5-pip window. That's why you want to put your orders in. If you're going to trade these, people trading these 10Ks, we'll put 10 orders in a 20-pip range. Put 10 orders in there. Maybe get filled on 7. And look at all that money. I cannot imagine not taking something off the table. Can't imagine it. It just seems to come unnatural. So I got to be taking something off along the way. Okay. And then I could place these things 12 hours with 18 pip stop to make what is it, 18 to make 32 pips. That's doable. Okay, looks like I might get filled on these. Anyways, that's my my 2 cents on that. Not much I can say about the this time of night here. It's a boring game. It's very boring. Maybe it's some drama here on the British pound. So I think I got a fill on that. So here is the, oh, there's something here. I don't know. I guess I put a buy limit there. Yeah. Here we go. So finally getting a fill on that. The price, so this one's going to take a profit or a loss. Pretty close. I think the broker comes in at 5 pips there. But yeah, that's it. It's very boring.